Hey guys, and welcome back. So today we're going to talk all things exercise related. I had quite a few questions coming through in regards to the best exercises and the best workouts for fat loss. So those are going to be the major topics for today. But I'm going to be specifically answering these three questions. What are the best fat burning exercises? Which is better, compound or isolation based movements? And which is superior, gym workouts or home workouts? So make sure you stick around till the end to take away the final take home notes. So the first thing that I want to talk about before we discuss anything else is that your workouts, especially when we're talking about resistance training, it has a purpose. And that purpose isn't to burn calories. Whenever I design or put together a resistance-based training program for my clients, I have these three things in mind: improving strength, improving muscle mass, and improving overall fitness. Absolutely none of that has anything to do with burning calories or fat loss. When you actually look at the total daily energy expenditure chart and looking at the individual components from it, naturally a really small percentage comes from your exercise activity. This is why I'm consistently talking about that pyramid of importance, especially when it comes to fat loss. And at the top of that pyramid is your nutrition, secondary to that is your energy expenditure, so your steps and your daily movement, and lastly is your workouts or your exercise. So kickstarting with that first question, what are the best fat burning exercises? The number one that comes in is which exercises will help me get rid of and help burn that belly fat. It doesn't matter how many crunches you do, how many sit-ups you do, how many abdominal based circuits that you do. If you are not in that calorie deficit, you won't be burning any belly fat at all. Yes, you can build strength and build muscle mass within any muscle group. So then in theory, you can still build the abdominal muscles, but doing additional abdominal work in the short term isn't going to fast track your fat loss results, and it's definitely not going to fast track your ability to burn fat around your midsection. So in short, there are no fat burning exercises. And if you get yourself into the habit of doing workouts to make up for you consuming too much food, so let's say you go out, you indulge and you consume more food than you had expected, or you drink more alcohol than what you intended to, and the next day you go to the gym to do a HIIT workout or a fat burning workout, what ends up happening is that you create a really negative relationship with exercise, where ultimately you see it as a punishment. So you're going to the gym to make up for the mistakes that you made the night before, instead of going to the gym to get yourself fitter, stronger, and healthier. Now, next up is compound or isolation based exercises. So again, we're still talking about this in the context of fat loss. And if you're still thinking, but surely compound exercises burn more calories than isolation-based exercises, you're missing the point. Again, you execute an exercise to help build up a specific set of muscle groups or movement pattern. So for example, a compound-based movement, something where it's going to use multiple joints and multiple muscle groups like a squat, is ultimately probably going to burn more calories than something which is a little bit more isolated based, like a bicep curl. However, we're doing the bicep curl to build strength and muscle mass for the bicep, and we're doing squat-based movements to help build strength predominantly for the lower body, but it will incorporate muscle groups elsewhere. So again, you should be using a combination of compound and isolation-based exercises to build a well-rounded physique. Now finally, what is the best? Gym workouts or home workouts? Now ultimately, the first thing that we need to get clear is understanding again why we're doing these workouts in the first place. So can you still get in shape by doing home workouts? Of course you can. However, once again, the driving force for you getting in shape is going to be based around your nutrition and your daily activity. The home workouts are going to be a nice little addition to help you improve your cardiovascular fitness, to help you build your strength and build muscle. And likewise, the same obviously goes for the gym. Now, obviously, training from a gym is going to have its benefits. A bigger variety of equipment, which is potentially going to make it more enjoyable. It's going to be easier to progress the loads over time because there's going to be smaller increments, which makes it easier to up the load. It's going to be a bigger variety of machines and free weights, which is going to make it easier for you to navigate around and challenge different muscle groups in different ways, and ultimately navigate around potential limitations and previous injuries. Whereas from home, you're going to be far more limited based off normally having access to potentially some bands, maybe a bench, maybe a set of free weight dumbbells. Now you could have the best training program and go into the most well-equipped gym. However, if you're not consistently progressing, you're not consistently increasing your loads or your numbers, then it's irrelevant. Naturally, someone who's doing home workouts with just a set of dumbbells, who is getting stronger over time and who is consistently improving, is likely going to see better results from a strength and muscle building perspective. So it's more so about the quality of what you're doing, how consistently you're doing it relative to where you're doing it. However, for the majority of individuals, you can still build a fantastic physique working out from home, but my preference will always be, and has always been, working out from a gym. But that's based on the fact that I can consistently implement that into my routine and my lifestyle. However, for you, you may be a little bit more pushed for time, and therefore it's way more practical for you to do it from home. And as long as it allows you to be consistent, that's the most important thing alongside your ability to progress those workouts. So for the key take-home notes, there are no fat-burning exercises. We do not go to the gym to burn fat. We go to the gym to get stronger, fitter, and build more muscle. It doesn't matter what type of exercises that you're doing, as long as you're doing them for a specific purpose. Whether it's compound or isolation-based movements, you should be doing a combination of those to get the best outcome and the best physique. Lastly, when it comes to gym and home-based workouts, it's whatever you can do consistently. It's whatever allows you to train with a decent amount of frequency, let's say 3 times per week. You have adequate equipment to be able to progress consistently over time. And again, making sure that you're tracking and logging your weight and you are getting stronger. And finally, resistance training brings a whole ton of additional benefits. From mental health to helping you build and maintain lean muscle mass in the long term, so it allows you to be more independent in the next 10, 20, 30 plus years time. And it gives you your own time, something which we're all very limited on. Between family life, work, it's very hard to get that time to yourself and work on yourself. And that's what working out gives you. As always, guys, any questions, drop them in the comment section below. Hopefully you found that useful. And if you're not already following me on Instagram, remember to follow me here at TA Fitness Online.